So, you're 3 to 6 months into a relationship with someone that you are suspecting is avoidant, and you are feeling the feelings of love. You're ready to say, I love you. You feel like your relationship's filled with love, but your partner is not saying, I love you to you. Well, as an avoidant, I know this all too well, knowing that I'm probably in love with somebody, but I'm feeling too scared to say it, and so I'm not saying it. Also because I'm a girl. Duh. I'm old fashioned in that way. I'm all about, feminine energy, the masculine energy needs to lead. But in a particular relationship that I'm thinking of, my partner was also avoidant and he was not saying I love you, but after we broke up, he confessed to me that he did in fact love me. At the end of the day, we were both just scared. And for some severe avoidants who experience the severest of neglect and or abuse, it might not even be about communication fears, but more so that they had very little modeling of love and recognizing it. And avoidance, we received a lot of negative reinforcements and conditioning growing up around communication and being vulnerable. Now, of course, there's differing degrees of fear that people will have depending on the level of avoidance in a particular person. This is all a spectrum. But that's why I'm here to share 3 signs that your potentially avoidant partner does love you and is maybe just scared to say it. If you're brand new here, welcome to Confessions of an Avoidant. My name is Wando, and I'm here to be your avoidant friend, clearing up misunderstandings and confusing things about avoidance. And I lean secure because, contrary to scapegoating, stereotype, extreme depictions of avoidance on the internet, a lot of us love self-work. We love working on ourselves and showing up in relationships and compromising to have thriving relationships. And as well, all attachment styles are a spectrum of presentation. So while I'm happy to be your avoidant friend, I also want this channel's vulnerability and open bookness to serve as a reminder to everybody that no amount of learning about somebody else, what's happening in their brain, is anywhere as powerful as knowing what's going on in your own brain, understanding your own patterns, understanding your own choices that are happening in your subconscious so that you can make happier conscious choices. Okay, so let's get into 3 signs. So the first thing is if they've already committed to you. So if you've had the conversation, the talk, the what are we conversation, and it ended in you guys being committed and your relationship is progressing, then that could be a sign that the person that you're in love with loves you too. Because obviously, committing to someone is a pretty important step in a relationship. It's a pretty big milestone. And if you're seeing a relationship with commitment escalate in other milestones, like meeting important people in that person's life, traveling together, spending holidays together, getting through some of those bigger fights, making bigger compromises, sacrifices, spending more time together, that's a massive trail marker in the relationship, that your relationship keeps escalating in seriousness, it keeps escalating in trust, and it keeps escalating in love. So it might just be that they are a little scared to say I love you. Maybe they're just not ready to say it yet. Like maybe they don't know that they feel that yet. Maybe they need a little bit more time to get there. That's why it is always important to be understanding about the pace of another person. But if you do want to take it into your own hands to having the commitment conversation first, or with other conversations like asking for more quality time or navigating conflict and trying to disarm their defenses, I do have a free downloadable script guide for multiple scenarios of approaching avoidance in conversation. It's on my Patreon, but it's free. You can get it for free on my Patreon, so the link is in the description. Okay, so the second thing, I love this one, is talking about the future. I think it's so romantic to talk about the future when your partner starts talking about the future. And when I say this, I mean the near future, like making plans for going on vacation, always talking about what you're going to do next month. It could be the near future of some concert or some festival that's taking place in November or December, and we're in October now, but they're already planning to and anticipating you being in their life for those times, for those memories as they continue through the year with you in it and doing things with you that haven't happened yet. This is a really good sign that that person is just continuing to see you as a major part of their life, that they can't, do life without and have experiences without. Of course, it's just important to distinguish between that near future versus long-term future. Like someone's talking about, having children with you and it's only month 3 of a relationship. You still have so much to learn about each other. They haven't said I love you yet, clearly, but they're talking about babies and like when we are married, stuff like that. Oftentimes that's signs of future faking. It's a pattern of someone who is a love bomber. So you don't want someone talking that far into the future when it's month 3 and they haven't even said I love you. Like, that's kind of creepy. And the third thing is that they're including you more and more in their intimate life. So you're meeting family, meeting friends, and you're being invited to the company Christmas party and meeting their favorite coworker that you're always hearing about. That's clearly their emotional support animal throughout the day at their 9-to-5 job. So major parts of their life that you've been on the periphery of and you've just heard about the brother, you've heard about the favorite coworker, you've heard about the friends, but now you're starting to meet them. You're being included in hanging out with them. You're starting to really consolidate your life and theirs. Of course, when we're all children of insecure attachment or CPTSD, I do think it's important to keep in mind that naturally some people will not have the best relationships with their parents. Something to keep in mind if you're not meeting the parents. And to you, that's like this big deal. Like at the end of the day, you don't know someone's relationship with their parents. But maybe you're meeting those other important people in their life. Maybe you are meeting the parents. So these are some big indicators that that person really wants the important people in their life to know you because perhaps they are secretly in love with you and scared to say it, but this is their way of showing love. And also, this is another one similar to what I said about talking about the future, where if it happens very, very early, it might not mean that much. If you've met the person's mom and it's week 2 of dating them, you might be thinking it's this big important thing, but they could be a person who lets everyone meet their mom, So again, that's why I really want to emphasize what's happening in a relationship when it's months and months and months down the road and it's pretty serious. It's not that 2-week situationship level connection. It's not that 1.5 month, where is this going? Kind of confused dynamic, but like an actual relationship where it's like you're 3 to 6 months in, you're part of this person's life, they are part of yours. So I hope you guys liked this video. And again, check out that free script guide on my Patreon. And I will see you guys in the next video. Comment below any suggestions for other videos or any questions.